Welcome to Wonder Garden. What should you do when your orchid has finished blooming? Many people think that once the flowers are gone, the orchid has no value, but in fact, this is a critical time to help the plant rest and prepare for a new, even more vibrant blooming season. If cared for properly, a Phalaenopsis orchid can continue to produce new flower spikes, potentially even more beautiful than the first. However, if neglected after blooming, the plant can easily weaken, become diseased, and gradually wither away. In today's video, I'll guide you through the correct way to care for a Phalaenopsis orchid after it has finished flowering. We'll use very simple, completely natural ingredients readily available in your kitchen that will help the plant recover quickly, grow new roots, and bloom consistently. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. Let's get started. This orchid was purchased about 3 months ago. When I first brought it home, it was in full bloom with stunning flowers. But after the flowers faded, like many others, I unintentionally neglected it for quite a while. Now, if you look closely, you can see that the roots have started developing large white fungal patches, a classic sign of high humidity combined with improper care. If not addressed promptly, these fungal patches will spread to the stem, causing root rot, weakening the plant, and preventing it from blooming again. The first thing I'll do is remove all the old moss clinging to the base of the orchid. When purchased, orchids are often potted in moss, a common choice in industrial settings or large nurseries, because moss retains moisture well and helps the plant survive during transport. However, at home, if we don't properly control watering or ensure good airflow, moss can cause waterlogging. It holds water for too long, keeping the roots constantly soaked and unable to breathe, which over time leads to rot and plant death. To prove it, look, when I gently squeeze, a lot of excess water flows out of the moss. That's why removing old moss is a critical step, especially for orchids that have just finished blooming or show signs of weakening. After removing all the old moss, we can easily observe the orchid's root system. This is an important step to assess the plant's health and prepare for recovery. I'll use specialized scissors to cut away all the damaged roots. Rotten roots will be brown, soft, or have an unpleasant odor. You need to remove them thoroughly to prevent disease spread to healthy roots. Keep only the fresh roots, which are ivory white or pale green. These are the living roots capable of absorbing water and nutrients. This pruning helps the plant focus its energy on nourishing the remaining healthy roots and encourages new roots to grow faster. Finally, I'll rinse the entire orchid under running water. Rinse gently to avoid damaging new roots or forming young tissues. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. After rinsing, let the plant dry completely in the shade to stabilize and prepare it for a new environment. To treat the base of this orchid, I'll use aloe vera. Do you have aloe vera plants like this at home? They're very easy to propagate and grow. Just a few leaves can create a lush aloe vera patch for use in your garden. If you don't know how to grow or propagate aloe vera, leave a comment below. I'll consider making a detailed video on aloe vera cultivation for you to follow along. I'll use 2 aloe vera leaves to make a solution to treat the prepared orchid. Aloe vera contains many nutrients like vitamins A, C, E, and beneficial enzymes, which help sterilize, soothe wounds, and are excellent for stimulating root growth in orchids that have been damaged. Aloe vera is a completely natural but highly effective ingredient for reviving orchids after root pruning. I'll chop the aloe vera leaves into small pieces like this to make blending easier. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Add 500 milliliters of clean water. Cover and blend the aloe vera. Blending for about 1 minute will fully break down the aloe vera, creating a smooth, thick liquid. Now, I'll filter out the remaining pulp, keeping only the clear extract. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. Dilute it further with 1 liter of clean water. This aloe vera water is what we'll use to treat, revive, and care for the orchid. It's completely natural, very gentle, and suitable even for the weakest orchids. To provide extra energy for the plant, I'll add 1 teaspoon of sugar. This will supply additional energy to the plant, especially for orchids with severely damaged roots. Now, I'll soak the thoroughly treated orchid in the freshly filtered aloe vera water. This solution will soothe the cuts from root pruning, while providing natural moisture and essential nutrients to stimulate new root growth. Soak the base and roots for about 20 to 30 minutes. While waiting for the plant to soak in the aloe vera solution, I'll use this time to care for the leaves. I'll use a soft cotton pad dipped in the aloe vera solution, mixed with a bit of sugar. This is an excellent mix for wiping orchid leaves. Aloe vera contains enzymes and minerals that soothe and clean the leaf surface, while sugar provides direct energy through the leaf epidermis, making the leaves glossier and healthier. I'll gently wipe each leaf. Wiping leaves not only removes dust or insect eggs, but also improves light absorption, promoting photosynthesis. After soaking, let the plant air dry naturally in the shade before repotting. This is a crucial step to ensure the plant doesn't suffer water shock and can easily adapt to the new medium. Today I'll repot using a semi-hydroponic method, using a plastic bottle cut in half like this. For the top part of the bottle, I'll use a heat tool to create holes for drainage and moisture absorption. Finally, just flip the bottleneck upside down, and you have a semi-hydroponic pot like this. First, I'll use foam to line the bottleneck to prevent the medium from falling through. At this step, you can use various mediums, but I choose pine bark, one of the most common and suitable materials for orchids because it retains moderate moisture, is airy, and resists decay. Besides pine bark, you can also use leca stones or other specialized orchid materials like charcoal or pumice. The most important thing is that the medium must be clean, drain well, and not retain moisture too long to avoid root rot, especially during the recovery phase after root damage or weakening. Be careful not to pack the medium too tightly, as orchid roots need to breathe and will grow better in a loose, airy environment with good airflow. I'll use a metal rod like this to secure the plant in the pot, minimizing movement that could affect new roots. The aloe vera water used for soaking will be poured into this pot. Soak the pot in this solution for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, remove the pot and discard all the aloe vera water. Next, I'll pour water into the bottle's base like this. With the semi-hydroponic method, you don't need to water as often as traditional methods. The water in the bottle's base will slowly evaporate, providing stable moisture to the medium above, ensuring the plant has enough humidity without waterlogging. The biggest advantage of this method is that it allows easy humidity control and minimizes root rot from excess water. When you see the water level below decrease or the water starts to change color, simply replace it with fresh water, and the plant can continue growing normally. This is an orchid I previously treated using a similar method as in today's video. As you can see, the plant has grown very vigorously after recovery. Look at the root system. It's developed extensively, white, healthy, and firmly anchored to the medium. This is clear proof that the semi-hydroponic method combined with natural care steps like aloe vera is not only safe but also highly effective. Proper humidity control at the roots, avoiding waterlogging, and timely nutrient supplementation have helped the plant recover quickly and prepare for the next growth phase. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. With this method, you not only save struggling orchids, but also create an ideal environment for long-term growth, healthy roots, strong new shoots, and readiness for upcoming blooms. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to Wonder Garden, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with simple yet effective tips for orchid care and revival. Do you have any questions or experiences to share? Leave a comment below, and I'll read and try to respond to all of you. Thank you for taking the time to watch. See you in the next videos from Wonder Garden, wishing you a garden full of healthy, vibrant Phalaenopsis orchids.